Now, hello, this is Scott Stimson from International Computer Solutions, and this is the San Carlos Computer Club. We meet every Tuesday at 10, virtually and in person if we can, and that's what we've done today. We're here in Tequilas. It's Christine, Jim, and myself. Emily has not joined me. She's recovering from her Christmas vacation. And I'm not sure where our other virtual guests are, but Fred's here with me online. So welcome everybody. This is just days after Christmas, days before New Year's. This is Tuesday the 30th. So welcome. Can you believe it? No. We're about to enter 2026. Well, as usual, I send out a document of possible topics. Fred's the only one in our meeting, but if he doesn't have it, I will send that link in our meeting chat. And so you can open that document easily if you need to. It would be right here in our chat of the meeting. As for the rest of you, I'm in front of you, so I will talk. Thank you, sir. Jonathan's got coffee for us. And as usual, I am much more interested in your topics, but I would like to go back to something we had talked about last week, which was LG putting Copilot on TV sets. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but we had our own little rant about that in our last meeting, not last week, because we didn't have a meeting last week, but the week before last. And then almost immediately after they had done this, they put out a way that you can remove it, which did not exist until people started ranting about this problem. We also learned more about what they had done, and it is insidious, the idea that all of a sudden an AI could be dumped on your TV, but as it turns out, your TVs are pretty dumb, and it was just a shortcut to an AI. So you'd have to be online to use it. You'd have to be online for it to have gotten installed in the first place. If anything, this gives pause to looking for equipment that doesn't need to be connected to the internet. I unfortunately own a couple of TV sets that absolutely won't work for us unless we're connected to the internet. So that's just where we are now.
I have a Sharp and something old.
Something old seems to be the way to go. Something old and some kind of consumer protections are what needed right now. There's Chester. Good morning, Chester.
Good morning.
I was just filling guys in on a follow-up from our last meeting. I don't know if you're looking at our document, but we talked last meeting that LG had dumped an AI on people's television sets and didn't give them the option to remove it. Immediately after they did that, they reneged, and now you can remove it, and it turns out it wasn't very sophisticated to begin with. It was just a shortcut. It was just a shortcut to an AI outside the LG TV, because the LG TV is too dumb equipment to hold its own AI. Testing one. This mic is not working. Hold on one moment. I know, that's why I'm holding up my finger going, hold on one moment. That's not it. Testing 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? I'm giving up on that other microphone.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It might be a
Not
lower.
not as loud as, but we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say it's going to have to be this microphone because the other one has, for some reason, either my computer or the mic, but it has just decided to stop working. And I don't know where we are. Oh, we were talking about LG TVs and how they've dumped a shortcut to an AI on the TV, and they have taken that back almost immediately after they've done it, saying, no, you can remove it. You can remove it. It is a little insidious to think that you might have a device that could take on a whole different personality just by an update that gets installed without your permission. And there's plenty of equipment out there that you can't use unless it's connected to the internet. So maybe that needs to start being part of your search criteria when you go to buy something like a TV set, is that it will function at the very least as a monitor without an internet connection, which we should just be insisting for all appliances in our life, that they should just do what you bought them to do regardless of whether they're connected to the internet or not. Apparently, there are quite a bit of screens out there that use ACR, which is, I think, one of our articles here. Yeah, about Texas suing TV makers. Unless somebody out there has their own topics, I'm just going to jump into this for a moment. This article is pretty cool. It talks about how, this is Ars Technica, and they talk about how TVs are being sued by Texas for spying on people without their consent under state law. What this article will enlighten you to is the automated content recognition system or technology that is in most of our TVs, most of our modern TVs. Apparently, turning this stuff off is very difficult. Turning it on is as easy as agreeing and saying yes when you're starting up the TV set. So for your own TVs, you would want to go to Google and do some searches on the model and mark of your TV to get instructions on how to turn this stuff off. ACR is a very impressive technology, apparently, and I feel like we've talked about this in the past, but apparently the screen is able to interpret anything that comes across it. So it doesn't matter if it comes through a smart TV app that you installed or an HDMI cable that you've connected. The TV itself is able to capture that video, send clips of it back to its database warehouse, and look up, identify, basically fingerprinting what you're watching. So it can identify what you're doing at what time across the screen. And this is fairly frustrating because they've been able to associate things like viewing habits with political leanings, and they've made decisions for advertising based on it. As you can imagine, this could probably go as far as creating lists of people and their viewing habits because of that statistically correlatable number of political leanings based on viewing habits. So it is a fairly intrusive privacy issue, as well as a security issue, just in general, having your data just leaking out of this TV set. I think this ends up being another example of where we need some kind of consumer protections, probably through the Bill of Digital Rights, which I haven't mentioned this meeting yet, but I do want to re-mention it, and that there is on the Social Democrat site by Theo, he's put up a mailing list for and a discussion in case anyone is interested in participating in discussing these kinds of topics. You can add yourself to the mailing list. Those topics will be passed around, so you can voice your opinions on things like the Bill of Digital Rights. Please do. I want input from people on what seems reasonable and possible and what doesn't. Somebody's knocking. Somebody wants in. Oh, it's Richard. Richard's coming in. Hello, Richard. Welcome to our soiree.
Nice to see you, Scott.
Good to see you too, buddy. Or see an image, a broadcast color in your place.
Yeah.
Yes. That's actually generated analog by a piece of paper hanging in front of a camera because I don't want to mess with microphone settings.
Well, now that you've said that, all we need to do is go to an AI and ask them to remove the post-it note, and we'll be able to see you clearly.
Hey, good fucking luck on that, bro.
I'm just gonna run the post-it note algorithm and remove that from the video presentation.
D post-it note.
That's right. Take off the post-it note. Is that
Hey, it worked for the redaction.
right? It worked for the redaction. There, we joke, but it's actually closer to reality than not.
You have a picture of him anyway.
That's right.
So I had several email back and forth with DNS Proxy
Oh yes.
because I was having a problem with Netflix.
Okay.
And they said, well, try changing this thing. And finally they said that DNS Proxy does not work with Roku and a bunch of other things.
No.
And I said, you're wrong. I'm getting Netflix. I'm just not getting certain shows.
Well, not to mention that they actually say on their website that they support Roku, right there in the list of service. I mean, unless they've done something recently. Are you aware of anything changing in that respect?
No, I haven't turned on my Roku either.
Yeah. I mean, it is one of the main reasons that you get into DNS products is because you have a Roku. Proxy. I'm going to that website right now.
You can always put your DNS proxy VPN into your modem or your router.
Have it in my mesh.
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it in her router. The DNS. Yeah, addresses.
But not
the VPN.
The VPN. You can put it in the router also.
Wouldn't that be router hardware dependent?
You'd have to
have a router that would support VPNs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's more than it's just the IP, I believe. I haven't done it in a long time.
Well, I'm just looking for what services it supports because I know that Roku was on the list and I know they have a list. Here we go. More supported services. And someone came along and deleted it from the website. Just to prove me wrong.
In any event, it works, except there are certain shows.
Certain shows.
The one that I want to continue watching that we started in the US.
And that was through Netflix. Oh, well, maybe it's not working for you. Maybe it's doing the US version of Netflix. I mean, it's doing the Mexican version of Netflix, and that show's not included in the catalog.
That's probably because
yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Well, I don't see Roku on this list. It is no longer on this list. That is interesting.
I didn't think it did. I remember setting up the Roku and I had to turn on the VPN in order to set it up.
Yeah, definitely.
When I turn on my NordVPN, it moves everything up. So I get out of the DNS proxy, go to the NordVPN, do what I need to do, and then log out.
Leave it off.
Yeah, I do.
Have you been using the Roku long? Maybe you were doing it with a different device before.
No, it's the same TV.
But you've been using the Roku all along. You haven't used like a Fire Stick or anything like that.
No.
Well, apparently it won't work anymore.
So what doesn't work on your Roku?
Netflix, certain shows.
Oh, certain shows. He's
But-
probably got it nailed.
Yeah. Yeah, DNS proxy is not working for you. Yeah, for your Roku. DNS proxy
I'll go
for
home and try my Roku.
Roku.
One of them.
You can't
Actually, I got
directly
3.
install a DNS
2
proxy.
Rokus and a Roku TV.
Wow.
I don't watch Netflix stuff.
There's definitely information for making it work using DNS proxy, but DNS proxy is not providing any of that information. So I would say that's the way they're able to say, no, we don't do that. Oh, wait, what have I found here? Oh, DNS proxy. This smart DNS proxy is what I'm looking for, and that's something smart. All right, there we go. Roku setup for smart DNS proxy on the smart DNS proxy site. I don't know if this helps, but it definitely shows that they've dealt with this problem. That I'm not crazy, that it should work, and they don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to leave this right here. Well, no, it's not working because you should be using it as though you're in the United States. You should be using it in that manner. If not, it's not working. And one of the issues with the Roku is that you can't set your DNS. You can't install a VPN. So you have to provide that outside of the box. And so at the very least, that's what's happening with DNS proxy when it's in your router, is that that's fed to your Roku device as being the DNS that you should be using. And this article may or may not be helpful in getting it working on a Roku, but it is definitely their instructions for how to do it. And I'm sticking those right here. And so whenever it gets fed those DNS addresses, when the Roku looks up those DNSs, they go to Smart DNS Proxy, and it proxies that. It should work. It should work. It should work. If it's not working, maybe they've changed something recently.
This is a stream coming from Netflix.
This is, yes, but it's also coupled with going through a Roku. The Roku is making the decisions of where.
Couldn't Netflix have been blocking the IP because they know it's a proxy?
That would be a problem for smart DNS proxy.
Well, they do that on the shows that I can't watch, which is like 2 I found so far, and it gives me the message. It appears that you're using a proxy.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Oh, okay. So
they're blocking that because they say that that's a proxy exit IP.
Right.
You can't fix that unless you changed proxies. And then maybe they block that one too because they have a list of proxy exit IPs.
Which is doable with the VPN software. Not certain how it's done with the proxy, since all you're doing is registering your WAN address with Smart DNS. But what this document shows is that...
But your traffic comes out of an IP in the United States, let's say.
If you're using a VPN. If you're using a VPN, otherwise the traffic has to be recognized as Netflix traffic by Smart DNS and routed on their end. That's what the proxy does. If that makes sense.
It's not an issue because I can watch lots of stuff. So.
You should get Streamio
Oh, Kodi.
or Kodi.
Oh, boy.
And then it's not an issue.
How do you spell Kodi?
Kodi.
Yeah.
I
Kodi.
think I looked at Steve.
Well, both of them would require custom configuration. You can just out of the box be able to do it, but
I know somebody who can do
right.
it.
Streamio is good for, well, kind of what you would think of as like Netflix type of content, whereas Kodi has a variety of different plugins you can plug into it to do all sorts of things, including as much as IPTV stuff, like what Linda Gerber has shown people. Yeah, things like that.
With Kodi, instead of looking for Netflix, you just put in the show you want to watch, and it
the list.
pops right up, basically.
Well, that's why I think Streamio is a better choice for most people, because they need the list. They need to see they need the catalog to look through, like Netflix. And so I always think Streamio is, but one of the advantages of Kodi is you don't have to have any accounts with anything, right? So you're not really signed up for anything. Whereas I recommend signing up for Streamio because it just makes the whole thing easier. What other topics do we have here? I've got this document of stuff that I've been hanging on to for the last couple of weeks. But as usual, I'm more interested in what you guys are dealing with. And now we've got 4 people online. We got Chester, Fred, Sid, and Richard. And there's a 3.
I wanted to hear what Mr. Chester Stone thought of the Zitron thing if he found time over the holidays to read it.
I'd find that fascinating. Chester, did you have a chance to look at what Richard was proposing?
I'm sorry, I did not.
Okay. Well, maybe.
Well, Chester, I want you to know that he just published yesterday his longest post yet, which is 19,000 words, and it's all the finance. And I sent it to a friend of mine who printed it out as a Word doc, and he said it was 66 pages.
Wow.
Just in case.
Casual reading.
In case you're interested in further detail about the grift and fraud that is AI.
Are you talking about Minnesota fraud?
Minnesota fraud.
I don't know the term Minnesota fraud.
Okay, give me that again, and somehow or another I lost the contact.
Hey, Rich, can you pass the link into our chat group here? And I will add it to our document.
How do I do that, Scott? That's technological. How do I do that?
Just copy the link and paste it into the chat. Down at the bottom, there's a chat with everyone button.
Send a message?
No.
In-call messages.
Okay, sure, do that.
Messages won't be saved when the call ends.
That's right.
You can pin a message to make it visible for people who join later. Wow.
Really? That's how that works?
That's what they said.
Message. There you go. That's for people that call later. That's a new feature. We did not have that before.
Excuse me, this will take a second, Mr.
Sure.
Stone.
If you get it in there, I'll copy it, stick it in our document for today. And then we can all take a look at 66 pages of AI.
Maybe.
If you guys are into that. So, This article is mostly about how TVs have become mass surveillance devices like Big Brother we were warned of. The TV is watching you. They can put it together with very little information, and we don't have much protections against it. So ACR, here's what I think you should do if these are concerns. You should go into Google and Google your TV model and maker and the term ACR. And then you're looking for the disable functions. You know what's insidious about this is the same thing that used to drive me crazy about Google or YouTube ads, is that if you're on limited bandwidth, I mean, you're worried about how you're using your internet. Well, part of your internet's being used to send all this information about your watching habits that you don't necessarily need.
Yeah.
Right? You're paying for the privilege of being spied on. That's essentially what's going on.
You paid for your tracking device.
That's right. But the tracking devices they're cheap now. I think I told you we got a 75-inch Roku TV for $400. It just sits in my living room and
I was thinking
activities.
about your phones.
Oh, those are much more expensive tracking devices.
And you paid for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that link sent, by the way.
Let's take a look here. Here we go. The Enshittification crisis.
Financial crisis.
Financial crisis.
This is all finance. That's why I appeal to my betters, Mr. Stone.
I am sticking this in our document right now. What you need is a sewer that can handle that, and internet that can handle that, and electricity that can handle that. Yeah, and along with it, we've had lagoons all over the ranchito. You just
hold on a minute second. That's a big word. I'd like to copy it.
Say that again, sir.
It's a big word. I'd like to copy it. It keeps disappearing.
Oh, I was just putting the link in our document so that there's a link to this article from Zitron from the 29th, the Enshittification crisis. The Enshittification crisis.
Isn't that 2 words?
That's some great wordplay there. Let me see if I can get our camera back online. I was so abruptly disconnected. Fortunately, we weren't using it as a microphone. Let's reactivate it. Hello, yeah, it's working again. Yay. Okay. Well, now you have your homework cut out for you. I expect everyone to come back and have a review by next week, or at least remember what we were talking about this week. I'll do my best.
I'm sorry, I still don't have the connection that I can go online and find it.
Oh, well, Chester, if you open up your chat messages, you'll find the last link that was put into that chat message is from Mazatlan Today. That's Richard's link. And if you clicked on that, it would open it up in your web browser.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then if not, return back to the document I sent out earlier for today's meeting, because I've added that right here under Under topics, troubleshooting, and advice, it's the last, well, it's one of the last ones, unless we add some more stuff today. I got some really light stuff too, if you're interested. The heavy political consumer protection drama. There is 5 cool things you didn't know about your Amazon Fire Stick. Some of us are getting out of Fire Sticks, but these older Fire Sticks still do these things. Some of these you'll be aware of, but I thought it was a good listicle of things that could be helpful, and it's got instructions. The very first one, I think, is the most interesting one for me. I didn't know you could do this, but you can pair your Ring doorbell with your Fire Stick. When it rings, it'll open up a picture-in-picture on your screen and allow you to see who's at your door. So I haven't done this yet, but this is something I'm going to try, at least when I get back to the bed and breakfast. I don't have the doorbell here. I got the doorbell at the bed and breakfast. I'll be trying to do that because I think that would be really helpful. I think my parents would appreciate that as well, is not to have to get up from their seat, to be able to see, oh, it's just the UPS guy. Right? Or somebody they can just yell, come on in. There's a couple other tricks here with your Fire Stick. So if you've got Fire Sticks out there, you might find some of this other stuff helpful. Another one I was playing around with today is the Ambient. What are they called? Ambient Experience in the latest version. This is cool because you can add things like, we've got a family calendar. I actually added this a while back to my Ambient Experience. So I signed in the family calendar so that we can see the calendar pop up on our TV set. So the Ambient Experience, I also configured it to show pictures from pictures that I have backed up in the Amazon picture space. For those of you that don't remember, I totally support the backup of pictures with Amazon because it's unlimited. It's an easy thing to do. Yes, you are putting all your stuff out there in a cloud service. At the same time, you've got access to it for other things, just like this. When you come into my house, you can see pictures of my family smiling through Christmas on the screen of our TV. And in a little box, it shows our... That's right. It says, brought to you by, watermarked by Amazon, as well as our calendar of activities for the week.
Everybody has a different, so you have to activity.
In this case, the way I've done this, I did this a long time ago, so I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I actually set up a Google account specifically for our family calendar, and then I shared that calendar to each one of our accounts. So each one of us can modify it, but then in that manner, no one in one particular Google account is signed in with Amazon. It's the family account that's signed in. And so that's the only calendar that gets displayed is the family calendar. And so that's helpful. There's also a weather widget you can stick out there. And so some of that stuff is cool if you've got a Fire Stick. If you're into that stuff.
That uses up all your memory.
Well, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because it just pulls it out of the cloud. I mean, you're talking about the storage space, right?
No, RAM.
Right. Well, I mean, it'll just push that out when you're doing something. Yeah. You know, I just set up one of these Chinese knockoff boxes.
I know. You were going to call me, but never did.
What was I going to call you about? I don't remember.
Because you asked if you could come over and use my VPN to set it up.
No, that was for the Walmart box.
Oh, that was the Walmart.
That was the Walmart box, which is still my recommendation. If you're going to get into a new streaming device, the ONN 4K Plus is an amazing device. I swear by it. $30, works awesome.
I got one at the house. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's great. But I wanted to get a box that would be appropriate for Mexico, and you can't buy those on devices down here. So I went on Temu and I bought this X96 M200 box, which is highly rated as a high performance, low budget Android TV. Yeah, I think it's 4.
What's the other shopping site you had recommended? The day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday sale.
Oh, well, here, we do Mercados Libre all the time. That's Mercado, yeah, Libre.
Thanks.
Yeah. As far as I'm not recommending Temu or AliExpress, but I am using them. It's okay. I'm not recommending them, but I am using them. And I could not get the box. The box, I did a lot of research. It has one of the newest, most performative AM logic chips that are available right now. And so it is actually one of these sleeper products people are discovering and not realizing how performative it is. It also has ports on it, like an Ethernet port, USB ports, an SD card, Bluetooth, of course, and so it's got. So I'm excited to try different Android configurations with it. But I'm here to report that this particular box is just as dumb as any other Chinese knockoff boxes I've used. The interface is horrible, immediately leading me to swap it out with a different launcher style. The launcher that comes with it is not configurable and locks you into these apps that they've preloaded. And so I immediately changed it with a launcher for Android TV boxes called Projectivity, and that allowed me to do some real customization to it.
Which Android did you put in it?
Well, it comes with 14. It comes with the latest Android TV.
But yeah. So TV, is it TV Android or regular?
It's Android TV, yeah.
It is Android TV.
Well, it's supposed to be. That's what they said on the box. They called it Android TV, but at the same time, I couldn't get a Netflix version to install that wasn't a mobile version. And so I'm not sure if that's. I need to pursue it farther because everything I see looks like it's Android TV, but then it refers to the phone. And it's because of their distribution. It's because of the way they've done this version. And the fact that it uses a mobile version Netflix and a mobile version of Prime, that could just have to do with resolution constraints, because both those platforms have licensing restrictions. They license particular equipment. They license Roku. They license Fire Stick. And if you want to use their service without using a licensed piece of equipment, then you take a bump on your quality and features.
You go to Troy Point, there's a video on how to put Android TV and your the switcher. You can switch to different programs and loader, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I'll have to check that out next.
Yeah, he just came out with the video a week ago, roughly, on it. I think I sent it to you. I was going to.
Well, I have to say, it's very performative, but the interface is clunky right from the get-go, so it doesn't feel like a good decision for somebody that's not a techie. It doesn't feel like the answer to all. I think the answer for gringos that are doing TV down here is to get one of these on devices before they leave the States. Get it, set it up here. Did I tell you I got it set up with a free VPN? I was able to set up VPN connection sharing across the Windows 11 computer. And
I was going to suggest just use your phone. Turn the VPN on your phone and
that might work because I've got AT&T service.
Yeah. You just make a hotspot with your phone.
Yeah.
With the VPN on.
Well, you are making the assumption that you've got a U.S. service that would portray you as though you're on the U.S. side of things.
Well, use the VPN.
Because
on the phone. I turn on the VPN
run the VPN on the phone.
On the phone and make a hotspot and then connect to it.
that's essentially what I was doing with Windows, except the free VPNs, I only found one that would allow me to do that. I'm essentially doing the same thing, but I was doing it from a Windows laptop, not from an Android phone. And I was trying to do it with a free VPN because I didn't want to buy into service.
You already buy the service. Smart DNS Proxy VPN.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't have
Oh, I
it.
thought you paid for that.
No,
Yeah? Oh,
No.
all right.
no. And I wanted a solution that would benefit anybody regardless of whether they bought,
Yeah.
And so, oh, there's Bill. Hey, Bill's come to join us. Welcome, Bill. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Cheryl, not so good.
Oh no, is she still feeling bad?
Oh yeah. Well, she's gone from the parasitic bug in her gut, which we've got settled now, to pneumonia,
Oh
which
Oh,
which is what we're fighting now. And I think we got it on the run, kind of. I hope on the downhill side of this thing.
well,
But
give her her best. Let her know we're thinking about her.
I will. But I have a few moments here, if I could, just ask my question because I have to go back. She's on her meds. I have to. I'm chief nurse around.
You're the responsible one right now. How
God
scary
forbid.
is that?
That's scary. Anyway, I put on the list this morning or yesterday I need information about a Starlink Mini system.
Okay.
Do you have anything that could help me in that category?
Well, this morning I added a Google shopping search. In fact, I'm bringing it up now as we're talking. And this is just Starlink internet nearby, and you'd want to do this search from your area.
Yes.
Here locally, we can go get the equipment from Home Depot. It's just sitting in there, but I don't know about Alamos.
Yeah.
There's no Home Depot here or in Navajoa.
Right. So I think you need to do this search Starlink internet nearby to find out if the only way you're able to get it is through ordering it. Coppel also has it.
I saw that, yes.
And there's also a listing here for Stern.
Okay, Stern, I don't know, but there is a Coppel store in town here. Plus,
Yeah.
there's an Electra.
Electra might be a good store to find something like that too.
Okay,
Liverpool, Office Depot.
my next question is,
and of course, Mercado Libre, and you can buy it directly from Starlink, and they'll send it to you.
Okay, now can I use it take it home and use it in Canada if I buy it here?
Yeah, but I think you need to sign up for the remote plan, the traveling plan, which is probably going to be pushed in your face if you get the Mini, because that's the whole intention of it, is to have an access point that you can pull out of your backpack and point up at the sky.
Okay. And what kind of price range am I looking at? Do you have any idea?
5,000 pesos.
Yeah, 5,000 for the standard third generation equipment. That's what we're seeing here. The Mini, I think, is cheaper. Let's see, Mini. Let's just follow it to Home Depot because I've seen it.
I want one I can put on the roof of my truck and I go down the highway.
I think it'll blow off.
Yeah, but the Mini you could stick on your dash.
Anyway,
this is what we're looking at right here. If you're looking at my screen, this is the third generation. It's this flat panel and it's accompanied with a modem, with a Wi-Fi modem.
Okay, so it's complete. You just plug it in and hook it up. And
no, this one is two pieces. And what you're interested in?
Here, but go down, Scott. There was the Kit Day Internet.
Yeah, that's still not the right one. Yeah, where is it? I mean, we can go right to it. Starlink. Don't want availability. I want hardware. Show me your hardware. Technology. Now they do have a list of authorized resellers. You can find right from their website, but actually,
Here it is, man, right here, Coppel.
you got it?
Yeah, Starlink Kit de Internet Satial Mini Blanco,
Here's
4,999 pesos.
all right. That's the all-in-one. That what is that called? The mini.
It's got everything
Mini.
going on, man.
What's that?
It's got everything here. I'll send you the link. How do I send it? Oh, yeah.
Paste it into that chat.
That's it, man.
Here
And
it
it's
is at
the-
Home Depot
It's
too.
the Coppel store right there where Mr. Thompson is, and he can shop with a human. If he wants to, he can pick up his stuff and put it in his car.
You get that link there, Bill?
And they have a Starlink global priority support, 50 gigabytes, 250 a month. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost. Go away. Go away.
And it is cheaper, Scott.
Yeah.
The Estandar is on sale for 6,459 pesos.
Well, I said it was cheaper.
Yeah, 1,500 pesos.
Well,
Off
and
the
the standard for a long time was sold for 8,500 pesos.
Right, and now they're showing full price non-sale at 7,599.
Yeah. Wonder if this adapter will work on this all-in-one. That's what's interesting about the Mini, is that it's all-in-one.
Okay, Scott,
Go ahead.
I have to go.
All right, Bill, take this information, go forth and solve your problem, I hope.
Okay, so it's Coppel would be my starting point. Is that correct?
Yep. I'm going to stick the Coppel link here in our document as well.
Yeah. All I got to do is find an English-speaking person at Coppel, and I'd be away.
No, delivers.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
what you got to do is hope that they actually have the equipment in the store, which I found is a thing.
Well,
Yeah.
deliver, though.
That's true. Anyway, quick question. How's Judy? Any news?
I've heard nothing. You guys provided us with the last bit of
Okay.
news.
All right. I got to go.
All right. Talk to you later, Bill. Yeah, I wish we had a Judy update. I don't know what's going on.
That's what I was just going to ask you.
How are we doing for time? We got 14 minutes till this meeting ends. And where are we in our document? Did I lose my document? There it is. I've got so many windows open now, I don't know what I'm doing. Close that. We were talking about the Amazon Fire Stick and 5 different things you can use it for. This BGR site is good for these listicle things. 5 of this, 3 of that. I think I included another one here. 5 free Windows apps you probably never used but should. I actually found these fairly fascinating. I installed at least 3 of them, immediately put them to use. If you have a Windows computer, it seems like these work on Windows 10 as well as Windows 11. There is an app called EarTrumpet, which, well, what it is an icon that sits in your taskbar. I didn't install it on this computer. I wish I'd done it because I could show it to you. But just by hitting the icon, then you can see all the sources of volume in your computer. Different web pages that are making sound or applications that are making sound. This is something that Windows XP used to do. And now for you to do it under Windows 11, you have to click like 3 clicks in to get to the same kind of experience. So if you are somebody like what we're doing here that needs to know what volumes are coming into your system or going out, this is a great little utility. It's free, has no advertising associated with it. I suspect that it was built by somebody at Microsoft. It looks like that kind of app. Another one that I immediately put to use is a Ditto clip, which keeps an ongoing record of everything you've ever copied to paste. So you can go back through a list of things. Now, Microsoft's already doing this. They started doing this a while back. But for theirs to work, and I'm here to report, it'll work in conjunction with Ditto clips. So you don't have to stop anything you're already doing to use Ditto clip. But Ditto clip keeps it for an infinite amount of time. The Microsoft solution requires you to sign in to your cloud services, your OneDrive, and that's what allows you to carry a history of things that you have copied to paste. And then that list is volatile. It can disappear. There's a maximum number of things. There's also a time period that's associated with it. So this Ditto clip works locally. You don't have to have a cloud service to keep a list of things that you have copied to paste, if you understand the distinction I'm making there. And yeah, it'll keep it on your hard drive. And it appears to be an infinite list of things. So it'll go back months into things that you have copied and pasted before. There's a bunch of commands that are associated with it, like in your list, you can see a mini picture of something. You can press a function key and see a full-blown version of that whenever you're looking at it. So there's all these really nice little features that are built into it to make it really easy to work with. So if you're somebody that finds yourself copying and pasting a lot, you may find this Ditto clip to be very helpful. The third one that I installed and immediately put to use, I'm not sure I'm recommending it to everybody, but I'm probably recommending it to Jim. This is one of the things that you get to know if you administer Windows computers is that there are a variety of different places to install programs, which means there's a variety of different places you need to check to see if they're getting updated. And what this UniGetUI is a program that, again, no advertising, you don't have to pay for it. I think it was probably made by somebody there at Microsoft. It consolidates all of the different ways that we receive update packages in Windows for third-party applications. And so any of the packages that have been installed under Windows can be seen under this UniGetUI, and it will go out. It updated my Python libraries as well as my Windows apps like LibreOffice. It found every package that I'm running out there, and if there was an update out there for it, it would do it right through this interface. Reminded me very much of Linux and the way that you would get packages through Linux. So this is for Windows, and I think that there are some people out there that would find it very useful. Other people might find it cumbersome and confusing. So I'm not sure if I'm recommending it for everyone. The
They would,
others on here,
they would find it frightening.
yeah. So some people would find it frightening. I think you're right because it's so.
No, I mean, that's the
almost too
word
much
you're
power.
looking for because, it's amazing. And this is a third-party tool, right?
Yes.
Closed source.
Say again.
Closed source or open source?
Oh, I think it's closed source. I think it's. I think it's.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
written by somebody at Microsoft to make things.
I got it. So it's a closed party, third party tool that is accomplishing what Synaptic Package Manager has done for me for
Correct.
10 or 15 years.
That's right. Well, what
Probably in a chromier way graphically, but I won't even get into that.
What's embarrassing with Windows right now is that they had a moment there where they could have consolidated all of this for the user experience. But for some reason it is fragmented. And so now if you really want to make sure your computer has all the latest updates, you have to go to Windows Updates, which is where you should probably have to go for just anything. Then you have to go into your Windows App Store to make sure that all the apps that have come through the App Store, and you didn't choose all those apps. Windows shows a large portion of those apps. And for them to be updated, you have to check the App Store to make sure they've gotten updated through the App Store. One of the frustrating things about the App Store is if you haven't gotten the App Store updated, then none of your apps since the App Store update have been updated. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah,
Then if you really know what's going on, you have a number of softwares installed on your system that are derived from packages that get updates regularly to fix security holes and bugs. To discover all the packages in your Windows system, you have to go to a command prompt with admin privileges and use winget to update all those packages. None of this is actually happening automatically. Some of it is, but all you have to do is have a problem with some of it, like I mentioned the App Store, and you've got problem with all of it. So as an IT person, you find yourself just doing these 3 checks all the time. This is, to me, a very useful tool because I could open it up and just do one check, hopefully, if it works right.
Well, and the thing that's the most amazing to me about this entire discussion is that it's in the context of people telling me that somehow Linux is difficult. And, well, I don't know. I update my computer manually every morning, first thing, and I basically do it a little bit of oversimplification. I have to log in with my password and show on me by clicking something, and it presents me with everything that could be updated, and then I click yes, and then it is. So I don't know. Linux is hard. What you described sounds very, very difficult to me.
Well, normal people don't do it. Normal people just go on with a broken update.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the answer.
Yeah, I mean, normal people do. They just go on with a broken update, and eventually Microsoft collects enough metrics on broken updates that they push out something that fixes the broken update, and eventually it gets fixed. But what we end up in the end term is a bunch of computers that could be equivalently thought of as completely different platforms. We've got all these different variations of Windows out there because every version of Windows is dictated by how up-to-date it could possibly be. And so you end up with computers that span a spectrum of 6 months to 12 months of variety. You probably have a good point there. It isn't any more complicated than Linux, that's for sure.
Well, and this whole broken updates thing, okay? I had one file out of the countless files that have updated on my computer in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, actually, it broke. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why in the world did that happen? And I clicked it again and it installed perfectly. So this whole concept
11
of
o'clock.
broken updates, I don't even get it, man.
I'm going to move over to this other meeting because we got 3 minutes left in the other meeting. Hey, you want broken updates? Over the Christmas holiday, I updated OBS software, which we use for broadcasting this meeting on YouTube, as well as pushing it out to the Google Meet. I updated it. Everything looked beautiful. I thought it was working just fine. Then this morning, I started messing around with it, and one of my add-ons was gone. The one that'll switch between scenes, and it is gone. It absolutely, there's a recommendation of what to do. It's just not there anymore. And I checked because I updated OBS on all my systems, Windows 10, Windows 11, my Macintosh machine, and all the Windows machines are missing the automatic scene switcher. Oh, I have already. I had to reinstall it. Yeah, I had to reinstall it for today. I discovered it 5 hours ago. I had to reinstall it for today's meeting. But the one that wasn't broken was the Macintosh computer. It was ready to go. I don't understand why it would work in one and not the other. But there's a broken update for you. Anyone interested? I've got the other meeting open now. Admit one guest. I've got Sid hitting here. Sid is in. We won't be here much longer. We've already been here an hour and 15, almost 15. I want a Starlink like this just to stick in my backpack. Great idea.
I mean, you were talking about crazy throughput numbers from when you set up. What was that, like 350 down or something like that?
After I set up this latest one, it got almost 500 megabits a second down.
Shit.
It got 50 megabits but it got
pardon my language, man,
500 down. Now, of course, that had to have been best case because I've been seeing these.
Yeah. Of course, absolutely. Yeah. But I don't care.
I've seen these averaging between 80 to 250 megabits a second on the Starlink.
Okay.
Yeah. Down. Yeah. Like reliably, you could just assume that you're going to get about 150 without question. But the latest install I did was 500. Oh, my God, that's amazing. Well, what else do we have going on? I've got Fred online. Nobody else has joined us online. Maybe. Oh, wait, no, I've got 2 other people here. Wait. No, it's just me and Fred. We might be done with this meeting any second. But what have we gotten through? My 3 new ones. We didn't get to any of these old ones. Chester's not with us. Fred's online. I guess Rich is gone too because that meeting closed. Unless somebody pops on, Fred, I think we're going to be calling it a meeting. Because we're almost ready to go here in person.
I do recommend the latest Reacher.
The latest Reacher
book, Exit Strategy.
Oh, the book? Oh, all right. People are still reading. Reacher.
Luda.
What you were going up to?
I have a couple recommendations.
All right, we got Richard coming in here too. What was the name of the exit strategy? Okay, I'm going to stick that on our book list here. Exit. I'll let Google spell it for me because I'm a horrible speller. Yeah. All right. Hey, Fred, what do you got?
Vigil, Vigil on Peacock.
On Peacock. TV show or movie?
A series.
A series.
Uh,
It's all left over from last week. Let me remove that. Vigil.
Have a good one.
Having a happy New
See you,
Year.
Jim. Have a happy new year if we don't see you. Okay.
Then I'll come back for Wednesday.
Jim, Happy New Year. Scott, I say Happy New Year to you.
All right. We'll probably see each other before New Year.
I hope so. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Go ahead, Fred. Vigil.
and the other one, Vigil, and the other one was Trigger Point on Peacock.
Is that a show as well?
It's series, yes.
Okay. Trigger. I haven't heard of either of those.
Mhm.
Trigger Point. Things to look up.
They're British,
Oh, they're British. Okay.
Oh,
and they'll use terms that I have no idea what they're talking about. But
I know that
it-
feeling.
it's much like us Americans that use slang that probably the Brits don't know what we're talking about either. Anyway,
I'm a Hulu, and it wasn't great.
Oh, you don't recommend The Amateur?
It's okay. I mean,
Trying to remember if I've seen that. It's a movie?
it's a movie, and it's the lead. I like him. He's weird. He's got funny face.
Amateur. I cannot remember. Oh, yeah. No, I loved that movie.
It was good.
I really enjoyed that movie. I thought, well, maybe because it was an IT guy. That's what I like. It was an IT guy making good.
Yeah, a little unbelievable, but I like it.
Well,
But the latest Mission.
oh, that is such a consensus. Everyone that I've talked to about that movie feels the same way. It's like, what was that? An homage to how all the bad parts of Mission Impossible. See ya, Christine. Well, Fred, you got anything more to add before I shut this down?
no, that's it for this week.
All right, man. Well, it's good talking to you. It always is. I'm glad you can join us. I look forward to it next week if you're able to join us, I guess, from Costa Rica, huh? Or are
Yep.
you gonna, from Costa Rica or from a cruise? Which is it?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. All right. Well, we look forward to it.
I'll be down there until April.
All right, man. Well, we will talk tech next Tuesday at 10 from Tequilas. Until then, tech on.
Have a good one.
Have a good
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.